Have you ever prayed one of those prayers where your soul just pours out? No fancy words, just raw honesty. I recently did that. I told God, Lord, I believe you've called me to do this, to teach, to speak, to create videos that share your truth. I really believe the words come from you. But sometimes I wrestle. I wrestle with doubt. I wrestle with wondering if I'm doing too much or not enough. And I told them, I don't want to move unless you're moving with me. Like Moses says, if you're not going, I'm not going. I even pray for some of my loved ones, people I care about deeply, but who feel so far from God. And that night, I had a dream. In the dream, I was looking out the window from a 4-story apartment. It looked just like the one I grew up in New York City. Down on the street, I saw a dog crossing the block. I waved, trying to get its attention. The dog glanced up at me for just a moment and then walked away. I was a little disappointed. That's who I was trying to reach, that dog. But then something unexpected happened. A young woman was walking down the same street, long black hair, a jacket, jeans. The wind was blowing her hair like it was autumn. She looked up, saw me waving, and smiled. She thought I was waving at her. She waved back and said hi. She responded even though she wasn't the one I was aiming for. When I woke up, I immediately knew. I knew this wasn't just a dream. This was God answering the very prayer I had poured out that night before. Just like Jesus knew parables, I felt the Lord giving me understanding to interpret what I saw. Here's what I believe He showed me. The dog represents those who may get a glimpse of the truth. They notice it, but turn away. They're not ready to receive. The girl represents someone unexpected, someone open, receptive, whose heart is tender towards God. She saw the gesture and responded. The 4th-story apartment symbolized something higher, God's word coming from a place of authority, reaching down to the earth. You see, the dream reminded me of Matthew 13:44, where Jesus said, "The kingdom of heaven is like treasure hidden in a field. When the man found it, he hid it again, and then in his joy went and sold all he had and brought that field." The man wasn't even looking for the treasure, but when he saw it, he knew its value and responded. That's what happened with the girl. The wave mustn't meant for her, but she saw it, she received it, and she responded. And I believe God was showing me and maybe showing you that sometimes the person you're praying for might not respond. But that doesn't mean your effort is wasted. God may use the same message, that same gesture, that same video, that same prayer to reach someone else who's ready. And that's enough reason to keep going. So if you've been sharing truth, feeling like no one's listening, if you've been discouraged because targeted, your prayer target walked away, don't stop. Because someone is watching. Someone is listening. Someone will respond. And when they do, you'll know it was worth it.